probably going to be a rather short video. I did a virtual beach walk and some virtual shelling last night in this same stretch of beach at the same time, and the water was very calm and it was very clear, and the tide is still going out, so the low tide is going to be a little bit later tonight than it was, you know, last night. So approximately the same time as far as tide goes, close enough. But I just wanted to show you guys like really how different the beach can be just going from day to day and even tide to tide. Because a lot of the time I see you guys, you know, you'll comment on social media and say, oh, you know, the beach was so great, and then we came down and there's no shelling, or the water's really rough, or, you know, we're not finding a lot of shells. And guys, it's just the way that nature works with the tides and the water, and, you know, it doesn't look really overly rough out there right now. So pelican. So that's towards the east end, and then of course the sun's setting towards the west end over here. So, but it is a little bit breezy, and the waves are it is a little bit wavy, and it's enough to make the water very, very cloudy and very, very murky. So as we were walking up towards the east end here, I did catch sight of a very, very beautiful lace murax, and I saw it and then it was gone, and I stared at this water for so long, and I just didn't see it again. So we're walking back, and I was hoping that with the tide going out a little bit, maybe I might see it again. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled, but as you guys can see clearly, or very unclearly, rather, it's just very hard to see. So if you had like a shell scoop, you know, this would be a good time to just take a big scoop of shells up and dump them on the beach and kind of go through them. But aside from that, your best bet's going to be kind of shelling up here, you know, into the raft line, and trying to see what kind of shells. Here looks like a little tulip here. So kind of seeing what kind of shells are up along the raft line. But I'm gonna hang down here. One of you did request a video of just the wave, the noise of the waves. So I thought this would be good for me to I'm gonna walk along and just do my thing. So there's not gonna be a whole lot for you guys to look at. I am gonna focus down though, so because if I focus up, you guys are probably gonna get like motion sickness. So I am going to focus down at the water so you can see what I'm seeing if you are one of the people that want to see what I'm seeing. Otherwise, if you're one of the people that wants to just listen to the waves, then enjoy the waves. But I won't really talk through this unless I see something. So enjoy. guys, well, hopefully that was a nice little relaxing, you know, beach background noise. Waves crashing, birds chirping for you guys. And for those of you that were watching, hopefully this is just an indication that, you know, I've picked up very few things tonight. Trying to shelve the brake line here. Trying to find that murax that I saw like an hour ago. Hoping that I'd come across it again. But it, you know, this is just it, guys. One thing I did want to tell you, I was actually chatting with my husband earlier. So, just to give you guys some perspective, little sandpapers here. I'll hold the camera here so you guys can have just a little bit of a view. We've come out to the beach 3 different nights this week. The one night, unfortunately, is the night my phone took a dive in our fish tank, so I wasn't able to upload the footage from that evening. And then I uploaded the video footage the next night, so we'll call that night 1. So we actually came 4 times, but we'll call that night 1. And the beach was full of a lot of seaweed. It was kind of, quote, you know, dirty, so to speak. The second night was last night, and the beach was beautiful, and the water was clear, and it was calm, and there was lots of shells. And then tonight, the beach is a lot different. It's rough, it's, you know, it's murky, it's wavy, it's windy out here. I can't see any shells in the brake line to save my life. There's not a lot of shells on the beach. However, this is the thing about shelling in the beach. Oh my gosh, hold on, look at this little school of fish. Can you guys see this little school of fish right here? Hold on, like this little school of minnows. Can you guys see? How fun are they? So this little school of minnows is actually like making my point perfectly. So, when you come to the beach, it's not always going to be the same. And you have to take the situation and make it the best experience that you can make it. If you're always coming out here looking for the empty Junonia, you're missing the experience, okay? For example, there are days that you're going to come out here after a storm and the beach is going to be completely gross, littered, stinky, with seaweed, with dead fish, with dead sea life, with all kinds of like stinky things. But that's kind of a cool time for you to experience, you know, things like a mermaid's purse and crab claws and crab shells, and maybe you'll find a sand dollar, and maybe you'll find a starfish or a seahorse, or maybe you'll find a lightning whelk egg casing. Maybe you'll find some driftwood, and maybe you'll find an operculum, okay, which is a really fun thing to keep in your, you know, your little shell bowl. So those are things that we don't see all the time on a clean beach like this. You're not going to see all those things on a beach like this, okay? So let's just say that you go to Lighthouse Beach over the summer, and it's the you know, early summer, and it's beautiful, and the water's warm and clear. And somebody's fishing, so I'm gonna walk up this way. And unfortunately, you're there to shell, but everything's alive. Okay, you can't be upset that you're coming home with an empty shell bag. You should be so excited that you're coming home with photos of live starfish. Maybe a giant horse conch that you got to hold that was alive. Maybe you got to see some live sand dollars. Maybe you got to see a live lightning whelk. Maybe you got to see dozens of live fighting conchs. Okay, so you have to take that as an experience, and you have to say that even though you might not have been able to find those empty shells that you were looking for, okay, you still got to find some pretty cool stuff, right? So the same thing with yesterday. Okay, so yesterday we were at the beach and we found some awesome shells. It was a shelling day. The water was clear and calm and pretty, and we found some really amazing, awesome shells and filled my shell bag. That was a great shelling day. But what about today, right? The water it's murky, I mean, I'm hunting out right now. I thought I saw a cone, a little Florida cone, and now of course I saw it in an instant. It's like gone. So, but this is it. This isn't always a good day for shelling. But what else did we see? We saw pelicans. We saw some sandpipers. We saw something come up right here and eat something earlier before I went live. We saw some dolphins. We saw the school of fish. Okay, so those are things that you might have missed had you had your nose down, right? Shelling. Okay, so you have to take a look around you and admire the clouds and admire the wildlife and admire the sunset. I mean, a lot of people miss the beautiful sunset because they're like me and they've got their nose in the rack line, right? So take a moment and just remember, like, when you come to the beach, it's not always about whatever agenda you think you have. Maybe it's about looking for dolphins. Maybe it's about photographing some awesome birds. Maybe it's about looking for sea life that is alive. Maybe it's about finding a piece of sea life to take home that you've never seen before, like an operculum, like a crab claw, like a whelk egg casing, something like that. Maybe it's to look for tinies instead of the big giant shells. So keep that in mind when you're shelling. Okay, you can see the sunset like peeking through the clouds there. That's kind of a cool thing to see. So hopefully this video helps. I'm gonna end this. I didn't want to make it super long, but I'm gonna go walk back with husband and enjoy the rest of our beach walk. I hope you guys all stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.